Hey everybody, and welcome to Weight Loss Wednesday. I'm Chef AJ, the author of The Secrets to Ultimate Weight Loss, and this is where I show you recipes for healthy, permanent, and sustainable weight loss. And today I'm going to do a recipe from page 212, which I called cherub sauce. What it really is cherry applesauce. But if I call it applesauce, it limits what you can do with it, because then people will think it's just applesauce, which it basically is. But it's also a sauce, and so you can use it, say, on banana ice cream. You can use it on fruit. It's delicious, believe it or not, on potato waffles. I know people that actually use it on grain dishes. You know, you can buy unsweetened applesauce in the store, but it's so much more expensive. It's so easy to make yourself, and then you don't have all the packaging of all that plastic in the glass. So what we need, of course, is apples, and I have my favorite kind of apple, which is called the Envy apple. And you can get these organic, and I use this little tool to take the core out. Actually, my husband did. It's kind of cool. You can see through it. Actually, my next book that's coming out, hopefully in the fall, well, it's not my book. I wrote the recipes. It's Glenn Mercer's book. It's called Own Your Health. Has a great recipe for date shake stuffed apples. So you might want to get one of these cool little tools. So I'm going to use 8 apples, and I did core, or my husband cored a few of them in advance. And just to show you this tool, when you guys were little, did your mom have you do this where you go A, B, C? Oh, look, I'm going to marry a guy whose name starts with C. I did, Charles. See, always works. So basically, you just put it on the side that it stays on good. It's very, very sharp, and you just kind of push down on a cutting board, and it all, of course, this always happens when the camera's on. Never doesn't happen when the camera's off, of course. I guess I am a weakling. Oh, that is hilarious. Well, what are you gonna do? This is real life, folks. Well, then you're gonna use the we're gonna keep this. The cameraman is busting up. There we go. Oh, wow, this is how I get my exercise. Okay, so then it comes out like that. Okay, so I've got my apples in the Instant Pot, 8 quart. I have a half a cup of water. You don't need much water. You just need a tiny, tiny bit. You don't ever want to use a pressure cooker without some water. And if this isn't sweet enough for you, which I can't imagine it not be with the cherries and the apples, instead of the water, you could use something like unsweetened pineapple juice or unsweetened apple juice. And then a pound of frozen cherries. And then I put the top on, and then I'm going to use manual pressure. And I'm going to do 10 minutes, and then when it's done, I'm going to show you how to finish it. And this stuff is so good. I call it cherub sauce because it really is quite heavenly. Where's that beep? We'll be back. So I just let it come down to pressure naturally, because if I release the pressure while it's filming, it just takes forever. I like to use these little diverters because then the steam goes this way instead of that way or on the cabinets. And so now I'm taking the lid off. Remember, you've got these little latches on both sides to keep the lids. And then you'll want to take an immersion or a stick blender with a recessed blade, and then you blend. This smells so good. It's unbelievable. Now this will thicken slightly as it cools, and you can use it anywhere you'd use applesauce. So in any of my baked recipes, like for example, the cram muffins, this would work great. Applesauce is a great substitute for oil in baked goods. And again, if you make it yourself, it's so much tastier and doesn't have any of the junk in it, and less expensive, and you don't have all those jars and plastics. So that's what it looks like now, but like I said, it will thicken slightly as it cools, and if you want it thicker, just put less water in. But I know it may not look like much, but I gotta tell you, this is so sweet and so delicious. And you could probably use other flavors, but cherries just lend itself so beautifully to this. And you could just do it straight apples and then maybe add a little bit of cinnamon. Anyway, I hope you'll try this recipe, and if you try it, let me know if you like it. Thanks so much for watching another episode of Weight Loss Wednesday. I'm Chef AJ, and I truly believe you can have both the health and the body that you so richly deserve. And I make healthy taste delicious. Take care.